Let's take a look at the temperature difference from normal. We spent a good part of the about first 10 days or so of the month below average. And look at that sea of red here for probably the next several days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than average. But by the time we get to the weekend, you can see that that kind of extreme level of warmer than average temperature starts to back off a little bit. We'll start to see much more typical temperatures for this time of year into the low 80s by Saturday and especially into Sunday afternoon. And then even much of next week looks pretty typical for this area, but nonetheless, temperature outlook does show warmer than average temperatures, not just for our area, but for pretty much the entire country. The darker the red, of course, the better chance, the higher probability of warmer than normal temperatures. So that's reserved for the upper Midwest and northern plains, but we're looking at about a 60 to 70% chance of warmer than average temperatures continuing through the 25th. So as expected, the second half of the month will end up being much warmer than the first half. We'll see if that extends into October. Current temperatures, 84 degrees in Fort Wayne, 85 in Indy, close to 90 degrees in Peoria, but looking at low 90s in places like St. Louis and Evansville. So not quite that hot locally. And I'm beginning to doubt that we're actually going to get to 90. I might not even get into the upper 80s on most of these days. The heat seems to have been kind of oversold a little bit on some of these forecast models. Every day now, we've been kind of staying at about 84, 85 degrees. I don't see how that changes much over the next several days. I guess Thursday has the better opportunity of getting to maybe 87, but either way, it is looking like a pretty warm stretch will continue. As I mentioned about 10 minutes ago in my first weather update, we are tracking a little bit of fog that could form thanks to some moisture coming off of Lake Erie. That northeast wind, believe it or not, is actually just strong enough to produce a bit of moisture that could translate to some patchy fog tomorrow morning. That should clear off pretty quickly. That's not going to interfere with the potential for tomorrow to get back into the low to mid 80s. And then by Thursday afternoon, temperatures will more or less be in the mid 80s. Might see some up 80s, like 88 degrees in Paulding, perhaps 87 or so in Fort Wayne. We're still tracking the weekend for our best opportunity for rain. Not expected to move in Saturday, but you can expect at least increasing cloud cover Saturday, with a chance of rain increasing Sunday afternoon and evening as a weak front moves through the area. That's going to promote some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. Not looking at severe weather, and the rainfall amounts at this point appear to be in the quarter to half an inch range. Let's hope that holds. I mean, if we get a little more than that, all the better. But right now, got to be a little more conservative on those numbers because we know how those rainfall chances can kind of dry out the closer we get to it. But at least through Saturday, staying dry with highs in the mid, maybe upper 80s. By Sunday, low 80s, 83 with a late shower and storm chance. First day of fall is on Monday at 2:19 p.m. A few scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. We should stay right around the 80-degree mark through Tuesday of next week.
Summer's power, that clingy, I'm going to hold on to you no matter what type of thing going on there.
Don't you love it?
I do, yeah. Thank you, Matt.
Yep.